first positive sports experience would have been at 10 years old, playing football for my primary school. We won the Northern Ireland Schools Cup.
Early days when we lost the game and we lost by a couple of goals, and I didn't take that defeat well. I remember sitting in the back of the car huffing and puffing, and my parents were trying to chat away to me and get me going, and I was just really being a grumpy little young child, and just couldn't come round. And I suppose it's a lesson that stuck with me, that I didn't deal with that defeat well at that stage. Probably still don't deal with them overly well, but it was definitely a real negative emotions, where I suppose in contrast to the positive one where you felt real, an uplift and a surge. This was what left me feeling worse, and that's something that it probably took me a long time to learn from. What thankfully that I have learned now is that with sport and the nature of it, there's always going to be a winner and a loser. There's going to be ups and downs, and you can't control that. You can't always be on the upside, but that you have to learn to deal with those and take them on board and move on and move past them.
I think sport changed my life in particular. I've gone through a gambling addiction. I was in treatment in 2005, and 2 years later in 2007 I was captain my club to win an All-Ireland club title. And when I needed change and I needed a positive experience, that was the most positive thing I could have gotten at that time.
Five or 6 years ago, I was overweight, unhappy in my professional life and my personal life, and suicidal. Now, after taking up sports, doing triathlons, marathon and open water sea swimming and cycling around New Zealand, I undertook to take on the World Cycle Race, and I ended up winning it. So for me, sport has been a vital component in the turnaround from me being suicidal and depressed to being really, really happy with where I am in life.
It's changed my life in the sense that I now wake up every morning and think about sport. I now wake up every morning and think about the different exercises that I'm going to put on in my sport after school. So for me, sport is with me all the time. It's something I think about every day. And I go from my after school to coaching kids in the evening. So I'm involved in sport all day long. So sport is my life. Sport, I suppose, changes lives.